Hi guys, and welcome back. I wanted to talk to you guys about hygiene and the importance of keeping everything as sterile as you can. So before I start this, I want to make sure that you guys check with your doctor and your nurse or your caregiver first before you try anything new. This is based off my experience, what's worked for me, and I want to share it with you. So if you have a chest catheter up here between your shoulder and your heart, um, I would be very careful. This is the most sensitive. Uh, this is where a lot of people kind of get sick, uh, more so than on a fistula, because you're exposed to a lot of things. And it's just shown that people that have the chest catheter sometimes get uh, attacked by germs and what have you. So if you have one of those, what I would suggest that you did, again, check with your doctor and nurses. What I did is I shaved my chest all the way around to prevent the hairs. The hairs can catch on to germs. They can catch into water. It can leak inside your catheter, and then you've got big problems. You don't want to get sick, have pneumonia, or whatever else decides to crawl into that off of your hairs. I used to have a pretty decent beard. I also got rid of that, and what I do have is the mustache and the goatee, but it's shaved down really small. And that makes a difference too, because there's less of a chance of getting anything in there. Anything meaning germ-wise inside of from your face into that catheter, or from your chest hairs into the catheter. So it's a good practice to do that. Now, uh, for those of you that do have the catheter, remember they should have told you. They haven't. I'm going to share what they told me when I had one. I don't have one any longer. I have a fistula. Is be very careful when you're bathing. Don't take a shower. So what we did in the very beginning, my sweet wife, which is my caregiver, we just did it. How you do it when you go camping is you take kind of two bowls like this, right? Two rags. Rags are important. I believe that you get cleaner when you wash and scrub with a rag. Soap, just putting the soap on is just a surface kind of clean, and it doesn't really clean everything. So you should always use a rag when you're cleaning. So one bowl of warm or hot water, clean, right, with a separate rag, and then the other bowl with your soap in it, or a bar of soap or soap already inside the water. And this way you keep them separately, and the one with the soap you kind of put in the bowl, and then you start washing around your areas, and then you leave that rag in there and take the separate bowl with the clean water and put it in and douse it into the water, strain it out, right, and then clean all that soap off. That's probably one of the safest way to do it if you have a chest catheter. Now, if you don't have the two bowls, these types of wipes, you guys have seen these in the store. These are baby wipes. Some are scented, some are not. All you do is just kind of take one of these out of the pack, and then just have your caregiver or you kind of wipe yourself off. Because we all sweat, we all get scared in there. You're sitting in the chair 3 to 6 hours, however long your sit is, and you wanna keep clean. So what we did was just get some baby wipes and wipe. Now, if you don't have that, you just get some toilet paper and some rubbing alcohol. And the key to the rubbing alcohol is 91% proof. That has a lot more. Now, don't rub into your catheter. I'm just talking about around to keep your body clean. Okay, so that's for the catheter. You should ideally do that on non-dialysis days, so that your catheter up here has time to stay dry and be dry. So try and do it on non-dialysis days. So whenever you dialyze, do it the next day. And then when you dialyze again, do it the next day. Okay, those of us that have a fistula, a lot of people have been asking me if I've ever run into bleeds after coming home, and it looks like everything was fine. Uh, and I have, but their mistake was they took a shower after they thought everything was fine on a dialysis day. You need to give your fistula time to heal itself and create a very dry, hard, or semi-hard scab in both of those holes in your arms. So again, don't take a shower on dialysis days, because it might look like everything's fine when you get out of the shower. You go to lay down in bed, and you can, wake up, or your spouse wakes you up and goes, "Oh my gosh, there's all this blood all over, and are you okay?" And you look down and you're like, "Wow, I thought everything had stopped." Problem is, when you heat up your skin and you heat up your body, it doesn't give your body needs to be dry. So in order to have that happen, you need to let it dry. So don't take a shower on dialysis days. Take it on non-dialysis days. And I recommend, even those people that take showers, use a rag. Okay, a rag will get you cleaner than just a bar of soap. Okay, I've seen heard a lot of people say, "Well, I have a bar of soap. I just kind of put it in and I use my hands and I scrub it off." It doesn't work as good. I've asked doctors and nurses have told me rags are what you need to use. Put your soap on and then scrub yourself. Okay, go easy over your dialysis arm, because you may pull that off in the shower, or it may just come off in the shower. So just kind of be careful about how hard that stream is coming against you. That's fine, but kind of protect your fistula somewhat when you're in there. Let's see. I want to make sure I cover everything so that that you guys know exactly how to take care of it. Okay, so scabs can come off at different times. When you have your band-aids on, you want to leave the smaller band-aids on, like I showed you in a previous video. You want to leave them on until really the next day. And then when you take them off, don't just rip them off, because that scab's going to come right off with it. And then you're going to have a bleed all over again. Kind of walk that scab, the band-aid off really slow, and take a peek at it. Okay, don't put anything on top of it like lotion or water or anything. Give it a little bit more time to breathe and create that scab, because we as humans sweat, and through dialysis, for me, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I do sweat. I get really nervous, I get scared. We do have a certain kind of smell after dialysis that kind of comes off of us, and a lot of us want to get it clean, right? Or you should want to get it clean, because if not, it causes infection. Somehow that'll find its way into your scab. So you want to wait as long as you can till the next day to take a shower or to take a bath. If you can't wait, you can, again, these little wipes have been super handy to clean myself off and keep an area clean, and so it doesn't stink if I have to wait a whole day to take another shower, or one of these bowls with a wash rag in it to wash whatever areas, or the back of my neck, whatever it is that is stinking. You always want to keep your body clean. Guys, those of us that has mustaches and beards, it would be better for you if you cut these things down. It's easier to take care of, especially when you have days you don't want to lift your head off your pillow. I mean, these are hairs just like the hairs on your head and the hairs on your body. It's easier to maintain. I've shaved mine down to really small areas. Now, I have had a full beard before, and I think that was part of the depression that we all go through about having what we have and not knowing how much time that we have. There was a long time where I was, just like everybody else, I was fighting to live, but I was kind of down, because I thought, why me? And so I just let my beard hair grow, and finally I had a nurse, or yeah, it was a nurse, who came up to me and said, you'd be better off shaving that off or keeping it super short so that you don't get infection into your a chest catheter. And then when I moved to my fistula, to have that done. Some people that have catheters in their legs, have somebody help you if you can't do it yourself. And again, don't do this on a dialysis day. Make sure that you do this on a non-dialysis day, and get that hair away from your area. It will keep you healthier, keep you safe. It'll keep that area uh, more sterile, and you want to keep as sterile as you can so you don't get some crazy disease that is or germ that's made its way into those holes or into your scab if you don't have any scabs there. And then you got another complication on top of everything else of being sick and then being on kidney dialysis, which is really hard. Like I said, it pulls on your heart. It's like running a marathon, and that in and of itself is difficult. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, is the hygiene between the chest catheter and the arm catheter. If you can at all possible, don't take a shower or a bath on dialysis day. Do these things on non-dialysis days. If you have to, again, use the wipes, use or wipes or 91% rubbing alcohol, and clean the areas, or have your caregiver, or use 2 of these bowls, one for soap and one for clean water, and clean yourself until it's a non-dialysis day. It's just simpler. It will help you not to bleed, okay? Because your body has to have scabs in order to keep everything, keep your blood within your body, and that's what you ideally want to do, is to stop any bleed. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. And again, thank you for taking your precious time to visit my channel, and to hopefully this will educate you and your caregiver on how to take better care of yourself and your fistulas wherever they might be implanted. And tell me where in the world that that you're watching this from, and that you're located from, whichever it is that you feel comfortable sharing with me. And like and subscribe. Okay, you guys, have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Thank you.